flipping backwards and forwards. She did not listen to me or the instructor.
Hey guys, Jessica here. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a photo shoot from America's Next Top Model where they make the girls pose in a skydiving tank, floating in air or something like that. Somebody left me a comment saying, react to the one in Cycle 7 where they shove the girls in a skydiving tank and make them pose while flying around. And no, that's not a joke, that's an actual photo shoot. So thank you for your suggestion. So before we get started, I have a huge announcement. I'm super excited to tell you guys about my new class launching on Skillshare. This video is actually sponsored by them, so thank you, Skillshare. We've been working on this class for months now. I've been planning it methodically. I have put so much into this class and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. As you guys know, I'm a professional photographer. I've been doing this for 9 years, almost 10 years now. And this class on Skillshare just really embodies my entire process from start to finish, and it has so much information on my process as a photographer, like how I choose locations, styling, how I work with models. My friend Azizi, you guys saw her in previous reaction videos. She's actually the model, so you get to learn how I shoot and edit portraits. And for those who don't know, let me take a second to tell you what Skillshare is. So Skillshare is an online learning community. They have thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people on topics from photography to illustration, design, painting, video. They have so many different types of topics. You can learn from people, like different types of creatives from around the world. I think it's incredible. I love what Skillshare has to offer because you can learn on your own time, on your own schedule, and you don't have to be a pro. It's for every type of skill level. Skillshare classes are a combination of video lessons and class projects. Some of them even have hands-on projects, and you can interact with a community of millions. You can get feedback on your work, you can get critiques. Most classes are under 60 minutes, and again, they fit any type of skill level. And Skillshare is super affordable, especially when you compare it to an in-person workshop. An annual subscription is less than $10 per month. For my class, we do a lot of fashion, portraiture. It's gonna be super fun. We have 2 beautiful outfits, different locations. I show you how I shoot. I'm gonna have a link in the description where you can check out my class. And if you're not a member of Skillshare, that's okay, because the first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. So with that being said, let's see what crazy photo shoot they got the girls doing this week. Also, love the fact that you guys have been so supportive of the mini megaphone. I'm bringing it for every reaction video from now on.
Real exciting part is, today is your very first CoverGirl assignment. CoverGirl is adding a new foundation to their True Blend family, and it's called True Blend Whipped Foundation, which is all about being light and weightless, so you almost don't feel it on your skin. We're gonna make you girls sexy space sirens, if there is such a thing.
I don't know what that is. When I think of a siren, I think of a fire. They always have to have it sexy. They can't just do like an astronaut. It has to be like sexy astronaut.
Now, we're not gonna go up 14,000 feet and throw you out of a plane.
That's surprising. That's very surprising. The fact that they're not doing, I'm kind of questioning the fact that they're not throwing them out of the plane. I'm like, you sure this is the right show? What's the occasion here?
Relieved because I'm not too cool with that. Jump out of a plane. I'm not trying to get hurt.
But we are putting you in the air. That's a training facility for skydivers. What we're gonna do is put you over a huge fan that makes you airborne. So let's go, let's have fun, let's get airborne. Okay.
Love Mr. J. He's being the hype man for this one. He's like, yeah, let's get it rocking. You guys are gonna be on top of a huge fan.
Indoor skydiving lesson is one of my things that I've always wanted to do. It's super exciting.
Oh. That was the best opening scene. Give this man an Oscar. Wow, that was like a whole performance. I feel like I should have paid to see that right there. So I don't know if this is safe or not because I'm not a professional skydiver. I've never been skydiving before, don't know anything about it. If anyone has any knowledge on skydiving or has done this before, please let us know in the comments. I hope it is safe. But look, they make the girls do some crazy stuff on the show. And even the last episode that I did where they went underwater, a lot of you guys said that was not safe for them to make the girls do that. So I'm interested to hear about this one.
We have a couple of instructors to help you. This is Shane.
Flying is really easy. The key to that is staying slow and staying in control.
Remember, this is going to be a composite picture. We're going to put you in space with CoverGirl Foundation. Go to hair.
This guy, the instructor over here, is really making it sound easy. He's like, flying, I do it every morning. I actually eat a bowl of cereal, you know, Raisin Bran, and then I start flying. You're sounding like Peter Pan. I'm just saying, I've watched the movies, he flies. See, and then he has the pixie dust that he uses to make the other people fly in the movie. I'm a historian.
Actually, the foundation is shoe. Oh, really? It's True Blend with foundation.
This is very natural.
Didn't fucking wear anything.
Wow, that product placement. They're like, it's just, I can't see anything. Because they're like barely putting anything. She has like nothing on her hands. She's like, wow, can't see a thing. Just joking. Wait, I saw the foundation. I'm just being a troll.
You ready to do this?
Wow, this look right here. Okay, look, if it's all about safety. If they gotta wear the helmet and the goggles, like who cares? But like the rest of the outfit, it's a shame. So you're telling me you want them to look like, what is it, sexy sirens, and you put them in this? Looks like they work at a hospital or something. Okay, so it's good that there's someone experienced in there with her. So it's good that they have an instructor there to kind of make sure she doesn't like fly up into the ceiling and go God knows where. So that's great. He's like kind of tugging to make sure that she stays in place. Maybe they could have did a little crash course, a little less air, baby air maybe, a little bit, baby fan.
Pretty much holding you the whole time. Once you reach out there and like mess up your balance, you just flip everywhere. It's so hard to like stay balanced.
Michelle's body language is pretty good. Problem is Michelle lacked a lot of grace.
Dude, it's her first time doing this. You want her to be a ballerina in the sky? Again, the expectations are not realistic on this show. It's her first time in this, like, it's literally a training facility, training. So for people who are inexperienced who want to get better, and he expects her to be graceful, like that's just not gonna work. She has like 500-mile-per-hour fans underneath her.
And her hands look like catcher's mitts. Now, what was the problem with you flipping over?
I don't know.
Thanks, Michelle.
I don't think I did that great because that was a little harder than I thought it was gonna be. It's hard to control.
I mean, it looks very chaotic, I'll say. I mean, you have a guy who having to hold you down. How many poses can you do when in that situation?
I'm feeling pretty confident about the shoot. I do think I have a CoverGirl face. I have a CoverGirl attitude. I stepped into this chamber light thing. The wind is blowing upward, and your whole face is like flapping. I really had to focus on keeping my body really relaxed, including my face.
Jada, in general, is not the most graceful girl on set. But today, this shoot might just save Jada.
I mean, it looks fun. Again, I'm not sure about the safety aspect, but I'm glad that there was at least somebody in there with her. That must have been a pain to edit that guy out of each picture. That's all I'm thinking about. Like, you have to retouch that guy out. But it looks like she did a pretty good job. The thing that I'm thinking of is, again, you can't be very creative in your posing when someone's holding on to you and you're in, like, everyone kind of starts off standard, like, on their belly. So it's like, how many different kind of poses can you do? And I actually reacted to the photos from this photo shoot, but I forgot how some of them looked.
This week has been all about action, action, action modeling. I'm doing kind of not so good at first. I was having a hard time getting used to it. It really is a lot of work.
Amanda, she was like flailing around like a rag doll. I felt bad.
It was crazy, but it was so much fun.
She was legit being thrown around by this giant fan. That poor girl. Had that guy not been there, who knows where she would have ended up. Like, guy, I don't even know. Also, what do you guys think of that outfit? They're supposed to be the sexy sirens. What do you guys think? Are you guys getting that from this outfit? So they're wearing like all white. It looks like they're ready to go to space though.
Twin.
The thing I loved about Amanda is she put her arm up and then she reached her other hand down to her chest. And it looked so graceful, like a ballerina in the sky.
Again, they're very limited on the poses that they can do. I'm sure that they were told to reach out their hand. So what are they supposed to do with, you know, like how many different variations can you do? So it's not like one of the girls could come up with something uniquely different other than maybe like a small arm placement somewhere. I do commend the model for, you know, trying everything that she can, but I mean, the cards are stacked against them for sure.
This looks really great on you. It's just kind of lightweight.
Yeah, it feels super light. I can barely feel it.
You're really selling me on this foundation. Pretty sure that foundation has like 2 shades though. I don't know. I'm not saying for sure, but you could have had more.
Suck it in.
Yes.
No, suck it in harder.
Girl, shoot me flow machine, something like this.
Suck it in.
I do not like it when people comment on models' bodies and weights and stuff like that. I don't think even the makeup artist should be commenting on that. Like, it's none of his business.
I just saw Amanda go, and I was like, oh crap.
Hate to break it to you, but you all had the same pose. Like, it's not the model's fault. It's the environment that they're placed in. It doesn't give them room to be creative and, again, try different types of posing.
When I was flipping around, I saw them looking. I'm like, why are you guys here? Stop. Don't look at me.
Macho didn't come off graceful. As if that's anything new.
You going next, Mr. J? Mr. J, you better look like Queen Elizabeth on ice, okay? And this winter, that didn't even make sense.
To this move, you gotta do it like this. This to that.
This photo shoot was pretty important because they've been telling me over and over again that I have no face in my picture. So my main focus was to have a nice face through the goggles and the big helmet and all the wind and everything like that.
See, how can they say that and then cover her face with, yeah, like she said, a helmet and goggles?
Girls, you always give us an amazing shot. Make the girls hate you even more.
Shut up, it's possible.
Oh, okay.
I think because I'm doing well here that I'm intimidating other girls.
Can I just point out, after watching so many of these episodes, there's always one girl who is alienated from the group and that everybody seems to hate or dislike. It's just very interesting that especially every single episode I've been watching, it's like they kind of egg on one of the girls, like, oh, do you want to go yell at the girls? Like, oh, do you got to do better because they don't like you? Or they say things like that, which to me is very interesting. And of course, it is a reality show. They do want to create a villain and somebody that the girls can go against, a target, if you will.
I want to say Melrose was great, but Melrose was pretty flat. Melrose's face read completely blank. I don't know what went wrong.
Because her face was getting hit by 300-mile-per-hour winds. If the end goal was to just have the girls complete it and, you know, do one good pose, great, but I hope they're not going to, like, judge them harshly if they didn't have anything unique, because how could they?
It was harder than you thought. Yeah. You lost it. You went, oh my God, I'm turning. Instead of, oh, there's the product, there's the product, there's the product. See what I'm saying?
I'm not happy. It was almost like I wanted to jump back in there and do it again.
Melrose wasn't the best. Ooh, thank God. I was like, finally.
Are you ready?
Yeah. This is seriously like the coolest thing I have ever done. Really cool to be in this tunnel. I was a little apprehensive at first because I get motion sickness really easily, but it wasn't anything like that. You just feel so free and light.
This is literally me trying to hold my cat because she doesn't like to be held, and she just, you know, when cats just do this whole thing, this is exactly what it looks like. This guy is such a mood right here. He's just like back there behind the glass, all comfortable. You know, it's room temperature. He's just like, thank God I'm not in there.
Carrie D was just all over the place, flipping backwards and forwards. She did not listen to me or the instructor. We told all the girls to make all their movements really slow. But to Carrie D's credit though, when things started going literally belly up, she kept reaching for that CoverGirl foundation.
They want her to go slowly, but they're putting her in the fastest wind tunnel of in all of mankind. My cat woke up for a second. I was like, I was not talking about you, I swear. But I was.
I was really twisting and turning and giving those guys who were holding me a ride. They were really tired afterwards.
All the girls did awesome. Yeah, these photo shoots are definitely not like your typical photo shoots. I should start doing a segment if this were me. If I was doing this photo shoot, you know, I'm going up to the ceiling. I'm taking the guy with me. We're both going up. Ceiling's coming off. We're busting through the ceiling. So let's go to the judging, shall we?
So for your judging test today, we're going to test that. The boys here are going to choose a verb and an adverb, and then you have to act that out.
Like, what is this, acting academy? I never like the judging test they make these girls do right before the actual like judging of their photos. I feel like it makes no difference because in the end they judge them on their final photo. But I think it's just another extra layer of reality TV.
So you have to
Shake flirtatiously. You couldn't get a better combination, honey.
whenever you're ready. Ski.
Sadly.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna need to do that for a photo shoot. Like, okay, we're just gonna skip through this.
So you had a photo shoot where you were up in the heavens. Here is your best shot.
Wow, this is a terrible picture. I said it. I said it. Yes, I did. I'm gonna say it into the mini megaphone too. It's terrible. Not only that, but some of you guys pointed out this isn't even her shade of foundation. What can I say other than they did all of this work to literally copy and paste her into this like old Google Images Nebula stock image. They didn't even add shadows or anything. They didn't try to make it cool. Like if you want to do photo manipulation, which by the way I did as a graphic designer, I would at least try to blend in the photo. Like make her look like she's in the freaking galaxy if you're going to do this. But again, so it's just a lazy photo to me.
To me, it looks like an astronaut, not a model.
You don't see any of your lovely...
Can't see your gorgeous face.
For me, it's definitely the face. Always, make contact with that photographer, and it's expressing everything through the face while being aware of your body.
I don't see your model beauty.
Do you guys know where they did the photo shoot? Are you aware at all? Because the space backdrop is just a backdrop. It's not for real. There's only one explanation for this. The judges really think that she's in space. She's in the galaxy. The manipulation was done so well. They put that stock image in the back, and they think that she's in space. That's the only reasoning behind this advice. It's kind of like she's greeting the foundation. Hello, how do you do? Whoever was commissioned for this photo shoot really got lazy. You can see up here, like it's feathered a little bit. The foundation's looking rather large compared to the model, don't you guys think?
You see what you have to be careful of is your chin.
You look like you have no control over your face.
The closest, one of my least favorite poses.
You would be surprised how much control they had over their face and their body in this overall photo shoot.
And here's your best shot.
Again, the concept seems fun. I just don't like the execution. I don't even mind that they copy and paste this stuff on there, but at least try to blend it in. Try to do a little bit more photo manipulation so that it fits within the scene and it's not just literally copied and pasted on. It just seems very lazy.
I'd say that's actually the best angle on the face, actually.
Jay said that he had some strong shots, but in person he does not feel that you are graceful.
I think still do more if you really had gone for it here, and I don't believe you did.
It's hard to be able to see where the photographer is when there's so much wind and when there's a glass between them. So I imagine it would be very hard just to even be able to look at the photographer. So I understand why some girls weren't even looking at the photographer. The foundation, again, is like way bigger than her hand. How's she supposed to even catch that? It's not even gonna, that looks heavy. All the photos have like the same shade of foundation. It's not even their correct color. So at the very least, at least match the shade of the foundation to the model.
Actually, the first stellar picture we've seen.
I was a little nervous at first with all of the girls, because so far I have not liked all the pictures that have come up. So I was thinking that this photo shoot might have been too hard and impossible. And I'm like beating myself up in the head going, why did I have them do this?
You really think so? It kind of looks like her shade. I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist. I just use BB cream sometimes.
You know why that's amazing? It's because you look like you are propelling forward, like you're a superhero and going forward, as opposed to, I'm in a wind tunnel, it's uncomfortable. It really looks like you're going like 100 miles an hour. You were the most out of control on this shoot, though. You didn't understand or follow directions from Jay, the photographer, or the instructors.
But they always have to add in that extra comment like, beautiful picture, you did an amazing job, stunning, this is the best one yet. You were really not listening to anything that they said. You were terrible. You didn't know how to fly. You should have known. Did you ever watch Peter Pan? You should have watched it before coming on to this photo shoot. You had no experience.
And here's your best shot.
Okay, this one's pretty cool. At least the photo is different. I have a full video where I go over these images, like just these pictures from this photo shoot. I'll have a link in the description and up here somewhere, here or here. So you can check that out. But overall, just I don't even like these. And again, they have the same foundation. Did they just have one foundation photo and just copy and paste it into everything? Like,
Jay said that your hands look like a catcher's mitt, that they weren't graceful.
okay, did you see the gloves they put her in? You guys put her in a freaking baseball glove. Okay, let's just see who goes home.
Why is she here? Why should she continue in this competition? Maybe she wants it. But when you really want something, you show up, and you show up hard, and you show up strong.
How does Tyra come up with all these speeches for every episode, like when she's eliminating people? It's like this this philosophical, but also it like kind of contradicts itself. Oh, I don't even know. She's a pro at that. You wanted to show up to be here, but you're really not here, even though you're standing in front of me. Stuff like that. I just don't get it.
Now you have to start showing us that you want this. You can't goof and laugh your way through things.
You can't show happiness and you can't smile on the show unless we're laughing at you guys. That's okay. But you guys can't do that, the models.